YouTube, what is up? So this is another weekly update. I guess you could say I haven't done one of these in a while since like me and Anthony basically started doing the podcast. So hopefully I'm gonna try and do this all in one take, talking about the 2018-2019 CR125 build and kind of expanding on that and why and this and a bunch of different questions I saw in the comments of yesterday's video. So if you guys don't like the weekly update videos, just close out now, click off, and come back tomorrow for a normal scheduled GoPro riding whatever video. So basically I'm just going to jump right into it. The reasoning behind, I guess, why I titled it 2018 or 2019 CR125 is because that's what it's going to look like. So kind of similar to my KLX110 build, where obviously it's a 2003 and I made it look like a 2018-2019 KLX250F would. So that's basically the reasoning behind that whole title of yesterday's video. So basically I guess I'll just start off listing some of like the parts I want to put on it, and then go from there. So basically, obviously the first thing would be the Polysport Honda restyle kit. There was another restyle kit, I think it was a TX or something in like Sweden or some, I don't know, somewhere, but I heard the Polysport one is better, aside from the front fender is a little flimsy and some of the plastics are a little flimsy. So I'll probably just end up getting a different front fender or something along those lines, since it's flimsy, but that's not really a huge deal. So just that restyle kit, and then obviously graphics that would resemble the OEM CR, like as if it came from the factory look. Kind of jumping around, I'm contemplating going all OEM, or kind of putting some, like say if I were to do a blue seat cover, kind of change it up a little bit, put a little more blue into say the OEM graphics, just to, I don't know, change it up, do something different, and why not? So I just would want to see something not, I don't know where I'm trying to go with this, so let me know if I should go OEM or not, or change it, do more bling stuff on it. So plan with that. As far as the seat cover goes and the plastics and the whole like, look of the bike itself. Next would be obviously planning on going OEM for everything. I don't know if I'm going to put a crank in it. Obviously I haven't taken it apart. As of right now I plan on just doing a top end, but who knows until I tear it apart. And then typically to do all the vapor honing, you have to split the cases and everything like I did on the KLX125 build. I wanted to put a crank in it anyway, so I was splitting the cases regardless. But I'm going to talk to Josh, and he said you can vapor hone it without actually splitting the cases, like doing the whole everything together. So I'm going to try and do everything together before I open up and start, like do the top end or whatever, if that made any sense. But that's the plan with that. And then obviously I would like to Cerakote some of the parts on that, make it look a little factory look, if that even is a thing. But yeah, basically I want to Cerakote a bunch of the parts, go through it all, kind of make sure everything looks brand new, if not better than new, when it goes back together. So then obviously it's going to need a bunch of miscellaneous bearings and seals, and guarantee it needs linkage bearings, because I feel like every bike, the linkage bearings are shot, like that's the first thing that goes. So new clutch, levers, clutch purge, clutch, like all that, just basic controls, bars, like I said. Basically everything is getting replaced that's kind of dirty and that you can't really make look new. Like you can't, like all the aluminum parts you can make look pretty much brand new with all the vapor honing. If you guys didn't see the KLX125 build, basically all the parts look better than new, way better than new. And luckily to Josh with the vapor honing unit and being able to do that, we can make these bikes look pretty trick. So next would be good on the list here. I'm gonna have to get a spoke kit, because I'm gonna have to take apart the wheels, because it needs black wheels, because every bike I just can't do the silver wheels, just can't do it. It looks way better with black wheels, so it's gonna have to get those wheels powder coated, and then I'm gonna probably Cerakote the hubs, get the wheels all freshly relaced and good to go. So that's the plan with that. I could just buy like some cheap whatever Tusk wheels, but I'd rather show you guys the process on like how to take stuff apart, how to do it, that whole deal. And I want to, like with this build, I want to go into more detail how to do specific things. I don't want to just do it and show it. I know some people don't really like me talking and going through it all, but for the people that want to learn and, like, say, build a similar bike or build any bike in general, it kind of helps to have tips and different opinions on how to do stuff. And so I'm probably going to explain it more, how I'm doing stuff, and kind of my little tips or other tips I got from other people's tips and along those lines. So that's the plan with that. And another big question I saw is why I did another 125. None of this, literally, my life, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing the next day. Like, I found the bike on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking for a bike, and I was planning on another bike, but I couldn't find the other bike for the build I wanted to do. So this was already, like, not planned, but, like, it was in my mind, like, it's an option to be able to build a CR125. And I mean, I think it'd be cool to build every 125, like I said, on the channel over time. So that's honestly my goal, is to build every 125. And what is this guy doing? Yeah, go buddy. Yep, sure. So yeah, that's the goal, is to build every single 125. But at the end of the day, can't make everybody happy, and I'm just gonna do what I feel I want to do. So it's basically how it's gonna work. Other people said why I didn't build a CR250 or a 252 stroke. I'm getting there. All right, we got to start somewhere. We're just like getting started with these bike builds. All right, I've only built like 1 or 2 bikes, including the Alta, and I plan on building as many bikes as I possibly can and showing you guys the process and how I do it. But yeah, I will get to a 252 stroke in the near future. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you're subscribed and whatnot, that whole YouTube thing. I hate, on a side note, YouTube's this game, man. YouTube is this thing, like, you gotta do these titles, and you gotta like, subscribe, all that, you know, because otherwise people don't do it. So if I get a little obnoxious saying this stuff, just know that it's just part of the YouTube game, and the titles, like, you just have to, otherwise you guys won't click on it, nobody will click on it, and the thumbnails, just part of the game. So for anybody that gets mad about that, I'm sorry you get mad. You gotta find something else to get mad about. But yeah, just the way it is. Kind of a little side note here. If you guys have any tips and tricks on these Hondas, let me know in the comments. Let me know some other things you want to see me do, just different parts you think I should put on it. Like I said, I'm not really planning on really doing a bunch of bling on it. The most bling it's going to have is really the Cerakote and a couple other little, that's just more just for fun, just something to do for the winter, and for something for you guys to enjoy, and some free content for you guys to watch here on YouTube. So I know this video wasn't the most entertaining, I'm sorry about that, but for the people that are interested, here you go, me explaining every single thing, kind of the plans, roughly what I want to do. If you guys want to follow along with the CR125 build, I have a dedicated Instagram for all, like, the future 2-stroke builds that I'm going to be doing. It's just at Project 2-Stroke, so search that up on Instagram if you want to give it a follow and kind of see what I'm doing before the vlogs come out, as I'm taking the thing apart, as I get parts in, as I'm building and cleaning and doing stuff along those lines. And then I'm probably going to post more like the legit stuff as it's like the bigger steps on my main account at Monagan, if you want to follow me there. So there's the plugs for the video. Side note here, coming in the garage, there is a huge puddle of gas on the ground, so things leaking a little fuel, just a tad. Great. So I don't know whether or not this GoPro is going to cut to me doing the whole garage DIY paint sand thing, but if not, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Alright, so it's finally time. I got the heater roaring over here, heating up the garage. That way I'm going to sand down all the drywall, and then hopefully get the painting tonight, mask everything off, and should be good. So I'm gonna time lapse on the GoPro here, and hopefully finish this thing out. I gotta fill in the top with caulk. I gotta caulk the edges here and everything, and then I'll get on with this. I've been procrastinating this for quite some time, as you can probably tell, in reference when I actually did the drywall, when Justin helped me out doing that. Shout out to Justin. But yeah, just know, side note, when the flamingo hat comes out, it means I'm painting. So still got the insulation over here. I still gotta put it in the top up there, but I'll get to it eventually. Little time reference, it is 7:54, and we'll see what time we cap this off tonight if I finish. Alright, well for tonight I got one wall side done. I got 2 coats up until like right here. I ran out of paint. I have another Canon side. Still gotta caulk this edge. I'm just gonna fill it with caulk, it doesn't really matter. And then move all this crap on this side out probably, I don't know, whenever I get around to it. I don't know when I'm actually gonna come back and finish this. But yeah, had a little bit of time. It is currently 9:45, and that's where we're capping it off for tonight.